What's up guys, it's Scrappy and welcome back to another special BattleBit Remastered video. Huge shout out to all you guys, by the way, for all the overwhelming support. I've been having a fun time making these videos for all of you guys, and man, BattleBit is just so much fun, so it just makes everything a lot more easier on my part. So without further delay, let's get into my new main weapon build that I've been rocking. This weapon is S tier in my opinion, baby. This thing rocks people's socks off and can be utilized close range, medium range, and long range without any real issues. The gun build that we're going to be going over is the MK14 EBR, and it's a designated marksman rifle that you unlock at rank 60. But what makes this gun so unique is that it can be fired in full or semi-automatic and has a higher fire rate than many other DMRs. The MK14 has a base damage of 40, a vertical recoil of 2.20, horizontal recoil of 1.0, 700 velocity, 95 accuracy, its fire rate is 400, the control is 0.57, your aim down time is 0.30, running speed 98, reload time 3.8 seconds, which is a little on the higher side, and your draw speed is 1.0. The awesome thing about this gun is the power it has and the velocity. If we look at the chart, your bullet damage drop doesn't actually start to drop until about 5 to 650 meters, and with its base accuracy at 95 to begin with, whatever you hit before that 5 to 650 meter range, you're going to hit with maximum damage. Velocity is strong, so your bullet will travel fast as well. In comparison to other weapons like the SCAR, for example, which a lot of people like because it's a very strong assault rifle, right off the gate with the MK14, when comparing it with the SCAR stats, you're going to notice that the SCAR's damage is only 2 points higher at 42 rather than 40 on the EBR. The velocity at which the bullets travel is a little higher at 750 on the SCAR rather than 700 on the EBR, but the accuracy is 20 points higher on the EBR. The fire rate is 100 points slower. The control is 0.57, which is 0.14 less than the SCAR. But to make up for some of the negatives when compared to such a powerful assault rifle is that you have faster running speed, faster reload time, and the biggest one is you don't have to mitigate your positioning of the crosshairs and bullet damage drop as much, because the start of the drop damage drop off rate is between 5 to 650 meters on the EBR, which is very far. So when you put this into perspective, whatever type of contact or situation you get yourself into, whether it be close range, medium range, or even medium to far range, you can rely on the accuracy and power of this gun to still eliminate the target downrange. That's what makes the MK14 so damn powerful at whatever range you're at, especially when it's coupled with being able to shoot this full auto. For the SCAR, which is very popular, the drop off damage reduction range is between what it looks like to be 150 meters. As you can see in the graph, the damage at this range is reduced to almost 1/3 of the normal bullet damage. Now, the build to make this MK14 EBR a very quick to kill assault rifle type, sniper rifle type DMR machine is as follows. So as you level this gun and you start unlocking all the attachments, for the sight, you can basically pick what you want. It's going to be your personal opinion, but for this build and for what works for me, I go for the holographic short range sight because it has good target acquisition and you can ping your enemies easily, and holographic sights have always been my favorite in mostly every first person shooter game. Or you can go with the red dot sight, which is actually very good in this game. It just has a smaller reticle. But if you want to be a medium and short range beast, you can choose whatever medium range sight you like, which on this gun, my favorite is the M125. The sight is just beautiful, the reticle is nice, and my peripheral vision is not that altered in any way. So after you have a medium range sight, you want to add either a top sight or a canted sight. I personally like the hollow dotted canted sight, even though it will take a little bit of control and draw speed away, but the sight picture is very nice on it. Whatever top sight that you guys choose actually won't give you any negatives in terms of stats taken away from you. Now for the underbarrel rail and the barrel, there's a lot to choose from. There's so many combinations we can do, but for this build, I want decent reload time, high damage, fast time to kill, recoil I can control, but I don't want this just for close distances. I want this to work for medium range as well. So to use this weapon as your main, you want to be able to move around and be able to draw fast, so you want draw speed as well. So after some testing, here's what I found. Also, all the builds utilized in this build guide will have the quick mag attached to them, which decreases your reloading time by 0.55 seconds. For the best all-around close range build with base 40 damage, you're going to want to use the B25 URK and the tactical barrel. This allows you to have quick draw speed, quick reload time, fast running speed, and second to best recoil control. For the best close range to medium range build with base 40 damage, you would change the B25 URK underbarrel for the vertical grip underbarrel while keeping the tactical barrel. This will lessen your vertical recoil to the best you can have, sitting at only 1.60, and this will allow you to shoot targets at close range and medium range. You'll just lose 0.29 seconds on the reload time and 0.10 on draw speed, but gain extra control and a 0.01 running speed. Now, for the best close range build with 2 extra damage points, you would want to use the B25 URK underbarrel coupled with the heavy barrel. The heavy barrel will add on 2 extra damage points at the cost of losing a little vertical recoil. From 1.60 with the close range to medium range build, it will go up to 2.24. So you're going to lose some control, but you'll keep the benefits of reload time and draw speed. Now for the best close range to medium range build with extra damage, you'll just swap out the underbarrel rail for the vertical grip, which will lessen your vertical recoil by 0.35 and up your control by 0.07. This will allow you to have less vertical recoil bounce when you're shooting people from further away with this scope. Now, after comparing all of these above best builds, what is my favorite? My favorite would be the best close range build to medium range build with the base damage. This utilizes the B25 URK underbarrel rail and the tactical barrel. I chose this because even without the extra 2 points in damage, the time to kill is very quick, just as quick as the SCAR. I get more control, faster running speed, better recoil control, less first shot kick, better sound spread, less muzzle flash in my way, and I still have the benefits of very fast reload time and very fast draw speed. I think this is a very nice build, not as strong as the last two, but very low in recoil. It's powerful, quick, lightweight, and can still be utilized close range and medium range. You'll notice that even if you go with the heavier damage builds, the recoil still is not that bad. You can tell a little bit of a difference, but if you're really good at recoil control in FPS games, you shouldn't really have a problem. I just prefer to be a little bit more agile. There's 3 classes that can utilize the DMRs, and that's the leadership role, the engineer class, and the recon class. My favorite class to utilize in this particular build would be the engineer class. I'm not going to even go over the other ones. Long story short, because the engineer class has access to the RPG-7, it's their secondary gadget, and this launcher coupled with the MK14 is just a no-brainer. It just works wonders, and I'm going to show you why in my gameplay video. But also the character equipment works very well with this build. For my character, I utilize an empty helmet so I can have better aiming speed. Trust me, the headshots in this game also don't give a shit about the little durability you have on your head. You're gonna die either way. For chest armor, I use the heavy chest armor. I sacrifice the running and aim speed benefits for extra magazines and extra throwable and more durability, center mass. And for the backpack, I use the heavy because it gives me extra ammo for my secondary gadget, which is my RPG, and the more I can get, the better. This also comes at the cost of aiming speed and running speed, but I'll tell you what, right now, over time with map knowledge and positional knowledge, you're going to find spots and places where you're gonna like to be. So later on down the road, as you continue to play this game, you're not going to be running as much. You're probably going to be settling in spots that you already know and know how to navigate to, and you're going to be able to just mow down enemies. You don't need to use what I use for character equipment. This is just my personal opinion for my particular build, since I use the rocket launcher, so I'm going to need those extra rounds for it, and the MK14 only has 14 round magazines, so the more magazines you have, the more you're going to be able to shoot. So that's it for the MK14 build, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button and share with your grandma. I encourage you to start utilizing this and run it as if it's an assault rifle. After playing with it for a little, come back and let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Now here's some gameplay footage.